Hey there guys, Luis from Vintage Action. I hope you guys are all well. And today guys, I'll be talking to you about the American Kickboxer franchise. That's right, these cold beat classics from the 90s, straight to video that a lot of you guys grew up watching. A lot of you guys rent these three on the video store on VHS, and I mean, this is like pure nostalgia. And let me tell you, these are fun, entertaining, action all over, martial arts, and I'm going to tell you all about these three movies and explain to you the real order of this franchise. American Kickboxer 1, American Kickboxer 2, and To the Death, aka American Kickboxer 3 in Germany, but in reality, this one is the American Kickboxer 2, and the American Kickboxer 2 is nothing to do with American Kickboxer. But I'll explain everything to you guys. Let me start with one of my favorites growing up, American Kickboxer 1 from 1990, a canon movie starring John Barrett, Kit Vitali, Brad Morris, Roger Yuan, and Ted LaPlante. And let me tell you, I watched this movie countless times growing up. You can see behind me is the main menu. This is the US DVD that was released by Warner Brothers in 2005. That's right, Warner Brothers do own the rights to this one, because guys, this is like canon, beginning of the 90s. You know, canon was great in the 80s. A lot of their movies were released theatrically. There are many huge hits, Delta Force, Missing in Action movie, Cyborg, Bloodsport, the American Ninja movies, the Ninja movies. But then they went to a rough period, beginning of the 90s, and most of their movies went straight to video, because they had the two cousins, Yoram Globus and, Menachem Golan. But beginning of the 90s, they went separate ways. So Yoram Globus continued with canon, and, Golan created 21st Century. So he did some movies the remake of Return of the Living Dead, and a lot of low budget movies throughout the 90s. But then it was Yoram Globus continue with canon, and mainly straight to video movies like American Kickboxer, Delta Force 3, American Samurai, and many others. And this one, let me tell, this one was one of my favorites growing up. This one is 100% legit. If you like martial art movies, everyone involved in this movie are legit martial artists. And to be honest, I think this one is a really great movie. I don't understand a lot of people don't even talk about this one. If you go to IMDb, it's 3 point something. Let me tell you, this is not that bad. On the contrary, 1 to 10, I'll give 8.5 to this movie. It's a really nice story. It's partly, based on John Barrett himself. I mean, he wrote the story, and you have Kit Vitali, a legendary martial artist. Brad Morris that plays Denard, the bad guy. He did a great role. Again, Brad Morris is a guy that a lot of people don't even know who Brad Morris is. You can see the guy that plays the bad guy up against John Barrett that plays Quinn in the movie. He was in this one. He was a South African actor. He was a kickboxer or martial artist, but unfortunately he was not in a lot of movies. And the movie I remember of him is literally this one, that he played a great villain in this movie up against John Barrett. And again, John Barrett, it's another legendary actor that unfortunately he was not in many movies. He was in American Kickboxer 1, he was in To the Death, he was in Jim Kata, he did some stunts in Missing in Action. If you don't know, he was a Chuck Norris student, John Barrett. So he was in a few movies low budget, but not even as the main guy, small roles, and mainly he did stunts, and he was in Shoot Fighter as well with Bola Young. plays, I think, Mongoose is one of the fighters in the tournament in Shoot Fighter. But as the main lead, basically, it was the main lead to American Kickboxer 1 and To the Death. Basically, it was the two movies that he was the main lead. And to be honest, it's unfortunate because I think he did a great job in American Kickboxer. I think the acting was good. It was great as the main lead. Kit Vitali doing the supporting role, playing his friend in a movie. They trained together. And again, Brad Morris playing Denard, the bad guy. This is a great movie. You have like Quinn, that is the middleweight kickboxing champion, and accidentally he kills someone beginning of the movie. There was like a scruff like between him and Brad Morris, Denard. They were rivals, and there was a party. He killed someone accidentally. He went to jail. So Denard became the champion, obviously, because Quinn was in jail. Then Queen was released 1 year after, and you know what happened after that. Queen trained, and eventually he ended up like fighting Denard, end of the movie, and he had like Kit Vitali helping him training to fight Denard, end of the movie. I mean, Ted LaPlante, he did like a great job playing like the journalist. He's always like fun in a movie. You might know him. He's like the blonde guy with the toothpick the entire movie. I mean, he was super like fun throughout the movie, playing like the main like sports like journalist. Is in the sequel To the Dead as well, and you might know him. He was in a lot of like the new Image movies, because this movie is supposed to be in LA, but it was filmed in South Africa. If you might know, beginning of the 90s, again, most of these Canon movies, low budget, straight to video, were filmed in South Africa. And then New Image continued that, because like a lot of the New Image movies, not to say pretty much like 90%, they were filmed in South Africa. So if you see the late Canon movie, so beginning of the 90s, and then you start watching the New Image movie, you can see that a lot of the faces are familiar, because a lot of the guys that were in these like Canon movies, and you saw these guys in the movies from New Image throughout the 90s. So this is a really good movie. You have Roger Yuan as well, legendary martial artist. He's in a lot of like B movies as well. So literally one of my favorites growing up. And let me tell you, at least in Portugal, this one was famous in the video store era. Everyone knew like American Kickboxer. First time I watched it, probably it was on national television, and I remember getting the VHS, and a great action movie. And again, I don't care if IMDb gives it like 3 point something. The people that voted on this one, I'll give it a 8.5 at least. The story is like legit. The martial artists, everyone involved, literally, John Barrett, Brad Morris, Kit Vitali, Roger Ewan, are legit. This one was directed by Franz Nell. Again, all these three movies, they were directed by guys that end up not becoming like successful or anything. That's the thing. That's why a lot of people don't even talk about these movies. They are kind of forgotten movies, like beginning of the 90s. But one that I watch a lot of times. I had the VHS, and of course I had to get this DVD. Again, this DVD is like the US DVD, as you can see here. You have the Canon logo. And at the time, it was even the production was like global, distant. It was like other names they use, to masquerade the, Canon in beginning of the 90s. Yoram Globus, they use these names, the company names like Global Pictures, Distant Horizon, but they belong to Canon. Like you have like Touchstone or Hollywood Pictures in the 90s. They were Disney, but they just use a different name. But obviously, there was the Canon doing the distribution on VHS. But as you can see here, Global Pictures, and you might see these Global Pictures on American Samurai as well, but this was literally Canon's 90. It belonged to Canon, and this one was released by Warner Brothers in 1995. The DVD, this is region 1, as you can see. This is 4:3. The picture quality, it's okay. It could be better. It could be worse. It's not the worst DVD. I know this is not easy to find. This was not released in the UK. You can find in the German DVD as well. But I checked that, and the German DVD has only German audio. It's not the case most of the times. Most of the times I have German and English audio, but when it comes to this one, there is only German audio. This one that I know of, and this one was not released on DVD in the UK. There is, I think, a French DVD, but the best way, if you guys are in the UK and you want to get this one, you can still get it from Amazon UK or Amazon US. There's also people selling it like on eBay as well. But the picture, when it comes to the picture quality, it's a good picture quality. Probably the print they use, there's some scratches throughout the movie, but this is the only way. If you want to watch it, you need to get the DVD. I mean, in the UK, this one is on YouTube to rent. And this is on Amazon. I think it's on Amazon Prime as well, because again, this is a Warner movie, so you can rent it on Amazon Prime, and you can rent it on YouTube as well. This is not for free or anything. If you want to watch this one in UK, I'm not sure in the US, probably, I guess it's the same because Warner owns this one. You have to rent it on YouTube or you have to rent it on Amazon Prime if you want to watch this one. If you never watch this one, I'll highly recommend to you. If you're a big fan of the 90s movies, I'll recommend this one 100%. A great martial arts movie. This is like purely 100% martial art movies. There is no guns involved, there is no knives, it's just martial arts, and all the people involved in this one is like legit martial artists. Again, a canon movie that brings always like a nostalgia, being like a canon film, beginning of the 90s. So highly recommend to you. As you can see, this is the main menu from this like release in US. I'm going to show you the picture quality in a minute. And now that brings me to the sequels. And for me, like growing up, I remember the video store that I'll go most of the times, and I knew the owner. They had all these three movies, and I watched the first one on TV at the time. And then on the video store, I remember renting at the time American Kickboxer 2. But then you see American Kickboxer 2. By the way, this is like a German DVD. You can get it like Amazon Germany, Amazon UK. There is other sites like Rare Waves. You can get this one. This one goes roughly for like 15, 16 pounds. So it's a bit expensive, almost like $20, because this is a rare movie to find. Probably someone upload this. You can find this on YouTube. The picture quality, it's more or less, I mean, the actual picture quality of this DVD is quite good. It's not bad. It's 4:3 again. It's not widescreen. But compared to a lot of the DVDs that from this time, beginning of the 90s, the picture quality is quite good on this one. It's 4:3, but when it comes to the actual picture quality, it's quite good. There's not a lot of scratches or anything. It's standard definition, but on the 4K player, it upscales. It almost like seems like 4K, Blu-ray, like HD, like picture quality, not 4K, obviously. But this one on the 4K player, Blu-ray player, if it will upscale, it looks almost like a HD quality, the Blu-ray. So this is a good quality. If you guys are in US, this one was released in US as well. There is a DVD. Obviously, this was a Vidmark movie when it was released in 93. Later, Trimark and then Lionsgate. They went bankruptcy. Lionsgate bought this one. So, this one was released by Lionsgate on DVD in US. So, if you guys are in US, you can easily buy this on Amazon, probably eBay. If you guys are in Europe, again, in UK, this was not released on DVD. So, you can go to Amazon Germany, Amazon UK, eBay, and you can find this one. And again, the picture quality is real good for a DVD. And this one, again, when I saw this one, I said American Kickboxer 2, but there is no John Barrett, there is no Kit Vitali, there is no Brad Morris. And then I said like Dale Apollo Cook, that was like, as you can see here, 5-time world champion, middleweight, like kickboxing champion. He was in a lot of B movies in the 90s, beginning of the 90s. He was one with Cynthia Khan, and he was in a lot of like at least like 5, 6 one of the blood fight movies as well. So he was in a lot of B movies. Of course, back in the days, they'll just get like a real fighter and they'll put him like in a B movie, super low budget. He could fight, obviously. A guy that is a 5-time like kickboxing world champion. Obviously, he can fight. And you have like Evan LURIE on this one. That's right. Evan LURIE, the legendary guy with the long hair that you might know from, as you can see here, from Double Impact and many other movies like Tiger Claws, Hologram Man. He was in a lot of B martial art movies like Martial Law 2 Undercover, and you can see him with Dale Apollo Cook and Evan LURIE. So basically, there are two legit martial artists again in this like sequel to American Kickboxer 1. But then I watched the movie at the time that's talking about like mid-90s, and I said it doesn't make any sense because none of the actors of the first one are on this one. And the story is nothing to do. Basically, you have like Apollo Cook that is like a police officer, and you have Evan LURIE is a martial arts instructor, and a kid is like kidnapped, right? And it happens to be that the mom of that kid, right, had an affair with Apollo Cook in the past. They were married, and she had an affair with Evan LURIE as well. And she's going to ask for help for both. To help like to ransom to find like her daughter that she had with supposedly another guy that she's married with. And basically you're going to have like Dale Cook teaming up with Evan LURIE to get her baby back. And the rest of the movie is literally action, non-stop, martial arts. Like you can see Apollo Cook, like Dale Cook showcasing his martial arts skills. Evan LURIE, that a lot of people, and I think he was like great in the 90s. I mean, I feel sorry that we didn't see him in a lot of more movies in the 90s. Most of the times he played like the villain, the bad guy again, like Double Impact, the Tiger Claws, Martial Law 2, we did Inferno with Don Wilson as well, Hologram Man with Joe Lara from PM Entertainment. But obviously in this one he showcases his martial arts skills. This one was directed by Yaro Hodi, again, a guy that he didn't directed anything relevant apart from this movie. Again, this one was like released by Vidmark Pictures, later Trimark, right? And I watched the movie. The movie was shot like in the Philippines, and obviously it's super low budget. It's action non-stop. I cannot say the acting is great because like literally it's not. You have David Graff as well that plays the husband of is married with the woman that the kid is kidnapped, right? The ex of Dale Cook and Evan LURIE as well. David Graff from the Police Academy movie, so he's in this movie as well. Probably is the most known apart from you guys that love these B martial art movies. Of course, Dale Cook and like Evan LURIE, and you have David Graff from the Police Academy movies is on this movie as well. Again, if you like action, if you grew up in the 90s, you're going to love this one. But a lot of people say this is like cheesy, this is like bad acting. Look, I watched this again like 2 weeks ago. Before I did this video, of course, American Kickboxer 1, I watched this one like a million times as a kid. I know the movie from beginning to end. Again, this is a really good movie, and I know every single minute of this movie because I watched it so many times. This one I have the DVD for a long time, but I rewatched it like 2 weeks ago. Of course, I was watching the movie with my partner, and she said, I mean, this movie looks like a C movie, a D movie. I can understand why, right? Because you can see like the acting is not great, right? The plot, this is like they shoot the movie like during the day in the Philippines, pretending to be like LA, and it's not like great acting. You can see they didn't spend great money. There is a few explosions, but literally they rely on the martial arts skills of Dale Cook and Evan LURIE to go throughout the movie. But again, I watched it and it was fun. It was entertaining. But again, I didn't understand at the time why they called this one American Kickboxer 2 when this one has nothing to do with the first one. And the first one was a Canon movie, and this one was like a Vidmark movie. And I thought Canon, they had like financial issues, so maybe they sold the rights to the name American Kickboxer to Vidmark, and they did American Kickboxer 2. Because again, when this one was released, the title, usually it will be just American Kickboxer, but they give it the title American Kickboxer 1. So at the time they're already thinking about doing a sequel, right? And okay, I watched this one. Fun, entertaining. I can understand why people is cheesy. It's super low budget. They can even call it a C movie. But if you like fighting, martial arts, you have two legit martial artists on this movie. It's fun. It's entertaining. But then I remember in the same video store, wait a minute, this is like John Barrett, right? And it says Michel Quissi, that's right, Tang Po, the guy that plays Tang Po in the first Kickboxer 2. It was Van Damme's friend. Michel Quissi, Tang Po himself, is on this one. And he plays the nerd. For some reason, they didn't bring Brad Morris back. And basically, Michel Quissi plays like the nerd. You have John Barrett back. And you have Ted LaPlante as well. The journalist is back in this one as well. And then the title is To the Death. In Portuguese, is the same title, To the Death. And I say like, oh, it's John Barrett. And actually, and you can see the back of the DVD. Actually, the Portuguese cover, it was like John Barrett, and you have here like Michel Quissi. They even use a picture from Kickboxer 2. As you can see, this picture is not even from the movie. You can see like here the tattoo from... They did this a lot. I don't know if you guys remember, but in the 90s, they used pictures from other movies to put in the cover, to make people like rent something. Because, back in the days, you would rent based on the cover. There was no internet or anything. A lot of times you couldn't even watch a trailer. Maybe you could get some information, some movie magazines about it, but sometimes they'll get like a famous picture from a famous movie because people knew that guy, and they'll just stick the picture into the cover, right? So people could rent it, right? So and basically, yeah, the cover, it's like this one here, and you have here like as you can see here, John Barrett like kicking one of the guys. Again, this one here, just before I continue, this is a German DVD. Again, this one doesn't have like a UK release. This is a German DVD, as you can see, To the Death. And I can show here like the disc. This is always reversible. This is the same thing, but it has like the age certificate here. So that's why I swapped this one, and I put this side is without the age certificate. And again, this one has English audio, and you have like the German audio as well, 2.0. So if you guys are in the UK, you can order this one from Amazon UK, Amazon Germany. This is Zone 2. But again, usually a 4K player, Blu-ray player, they'll play all DVDs like worldwide. But as you can see, some, if they are region free, obviously. And this is Zone 2 Blu-ray, and you can see German audio, like English audio as well. As long as this one, I didn't show you, but this is the same thing. I can show you the disc as well, and this is the same thing. The inside one has the age certificate. I just swap and I put this one. So basically, this is like both like German Blu-rays, German DVDs. If you guys are in US, there is like I think DVDs for both of these movies. In the UK, you don't. Basically, in the UK, you don't have any DVD for these three movies. Basically, if you are in the UK, the best option is for you guys to get these ones from Germany. And again, this one goes for between 15 to 20 pounds, a little bit expensive. Again, why? Because this is rare movies, hard to find. This one here is not right now on any like streaming platform. It's not on YouTube. So this is a really rare movie to watch. Again, this one you can watch it on YouTube or Prime. You can rent it. American Kickboxer 2 right now is still on YouTube for free. If you want to watch it, the picture quality is not that great, but you can still like get it. But it's not on any like platform. And this one is not on YouTube. It's not on any like platform. And this is To the Death. In Germany, they call it American Kickboxer 3. But in reality, this is the true sequel to American Kickboxer 1. This is a Canon movie from 1991. and you have American Kickboxer from 1990. And I don't know why it's like To the Death and not American Kickboxer 2, because this one was released in 91. And American Kickboxer 2 was released in 93. Even though if you watch the movie, you can see this one was filmed in 91. And this one was released in 91, but To the Death. I don't know if probably Canon, they sold the title, the rights to Vidmark, and they had the rights to release it as American Kickboxer 2. That's right, they went to the title To the Death, but this one is 1990, and in 1991 you have To the Death, that is the literally sequel to American Kickboxer. This is also like a canon, this is a canon film, like American Kickboxer. Again, this one was shot in South Africa, and you have like John Barrett reprising his role as Quinn, and then you have Michel Quissi. He replaces like Brad Morris as Denard, and basically the plot, you have like a Quinn is retired from kickboxing, and you have Denard. He still wants the rematch after he lost like the fight in the first movie, and Quinn, he says he's retired, doesn't want to fight anymore. Then Quinn's wife is murdered, right? And then there is like a guy like a kingpin, a guy that organizes like illegal fights that wants like John Barrett Quinn to fight. He says that he's retired, he's not going to fight, obviously, but then he's going to be forced to fight for him throughout the movie. And you have Denard that always wanted to fight like Quinn as well, that having that rematch, and he's going to be dragged to that like underworld, like illegal fighting as well. And in the end, you're going to have them fighting, but you're going to see like Michel Quissi, like Denard, like teaming up with John Barrett to fight up against that like he's not like a drug lord or anything. He's like a kingpin, like a guy that organizes like illegal fights, and they are going to team up together to go up against him, basically. So this is like an entertaining like movie. So the sequel, basically, if you like American Kickboxer 1, this is the sequel to American Kickboxer. You have the main actor Barrett, and you have Ted LaPlante that reprises his role as Willard, the journalist, right? And he's super funny in both movies. So this is a true sequel. American Kickboxer 2, really nice, funny, entertaining. You can call it a B, you can call it a C movie, super low budget. But if you like martial arts, it's super legit. Yeah, that's just to explain to you guys, because I know a lot of you guys, if you didn't grow up beginning of the 90s, and probably some of you that did, you never really quite understand why this one was called American Kickboxer 2, when literally has nothing to do with the original American Kickboxer. But that's why I did this video, like just to explain to you guys like the true like real sequence between the movies. So this is the only sequel, legit sequel to American Kickboxer To the Death. And again, another canon, low budget, straight to video filmed in South Africa, but still super fun, entertaining. And John Barrett, legit martial artist, and you have Michel Quissi, legit martial artist as well. So fun, entertaining, and yeah, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this like review, me talking about the American Kickboxer franchise, American Kickboxer 1, To the Death, the legit like sequel, and then the sequel that in name only American Kickboxer 2, but still a cult big classic from the 90s. And yeah, guys, you can get this one Amazon US, Amazon UK. These two you can get it from Amazon Germany, like eBay, if you are big fans of these movies, because it's rare movies. Some of them it's hard to find. They are not on the streaming platforms. They don't have any Blu-ray release, and I don't even know if you're going to have any Blu-ray release to these ones. I guess this one is owned by Lionsgate now. These were canon movies that are owned by Warner, but I don't even know if they have the original camera negatives, if they can do like so they can use it to do like a Blu-ray. Probably not. So this is the best you're going to get, is like a old 20 years old like release DVD. But I mean, that's what we have. So if you love the movies, you should get them. And yeah, guys, let me know what you think about the American Kickboxer franchise. Which one was of your favorite? American Kickboxer To the Death, the original sequel, even though it's not in name, or American Kickboxer 2, that is nothing to do with American Kickboxer, but in name, it's the sequel. So let me know which one of these were your favorites, if you guys like the three, if you guys had this on VHS, if you grew up watching this like cult classics beginning of the 90s. Let me know what you think about these movies. Your opinion is always important to me. Just comment down below. If it's your first time watching my channel, basically what I do, mainly I do like reviews, unboxing of these cult classics, especially from the 80s and the 90s, like action, martial art movies. Subscribe to my channel on YouTube. Hit that like button, comment down below. You'll be helping me so I can continue to do this like videos about these cult classics, these B cult classics, rare movies, hard to find now, and I don't think they deserve they don't get the credit they deserve, and I want to keep these movies like alive with, and you guys are helping me as well, watching the videos and commenting, and bring these movies like back to life. And yeah, guys, I hope you guys are having a lovely weekend. I hope you guys are a lovely week, and let me know what you think about the American Kickboxer saga, and I'll be with you guys soon. Keep strong.